There's something that speaks to my mind about signposts. You know, signposts, they tell you where you want to go. And if you don't obey, you will not know your direction. But if you look at this, you need to ask yourself, are you going to museum of birth at work, assembly rooms, building of birth museum? It's upon you. Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Karaoke Moments. This is our YouTube channel where we discuss about life conversations. We believe that life is a journey, walk in it. So whatever life has put into us, we just walk in it and learn from it and accept the lessons that we are in, because it's a channel that we motivate each other, inspire, discuss about traveling, discuss about faith, discuss about music, culture, anything that motivates us, anything that keeps us going, because in this life is a journey and life conversations might keep on going, must keep on going because life happens. So I just want to welcome you to Karaoke Moments channel. Please, if you're coming for the very first time, subscribe, like, comment, and turn on all your notifications. And if you have been there before in Karaoke, we just want to welcome you back and welcome home, that we can be able to continue. And even we want to thank you for even finding a moment to come back. Kindly share our videos with your friends, with your circles, so that we can be able to continue being known. Imagine how this signpost has so many directions. If you miss on one, you'll be going to the wrong one. So this is part of what the lesson I'm learning today. Signposts are important in life. They stop us. They'll help us to check and ask ourselves, where are you headed to? And in this one, it has so many. As I am touring and just getting to see the town of Bath in England, and I'm asking myself, if, for example, since I'm doing it today, I'm doing it alone. If you look at the building of Bath Museum, the Fashion Museum, the Royal Crescent, and Circus, the theme, I think it's Thermo or theme bath spa, yeah, and then I go round. I'm still trying to see all this. There is the Jane Austen Center, meaning if I go to my left, I should be able to find the Jane Austen Center, the Roman baths and pump. Oh, by the way, just to remind ourselves, this town, Bath, it is known so because of the many, we have I think 3 baths, water just springing from the ground, and it is warm. And they have reserved 3 baths. Remember, this is a heritage town where we have very interest in preserving the heritage of England. So we have 3 baths. One is, I think, the largest. The other 2 are not very big, but that is where people go to bath. It's literally bath, but water is coming from the ground. One of them, I think, at 48 degrees centigrade, another one at 60 degrees centigrade from the ground. So people go there to just wash themselves, and some they even believe it's medicinal. So they go there, and as a visitor, you go there at a fee, definitely. I don't know whether the locals go there at a fee, but it has been preserved. So back to our signpost. So this signpost thing, for example, if I want to go to Jane Austen Center, which is on my left, and I decide to come right opposite to museum, where is it? Museum of Bath at work. It means I'll be moving to right opposite direction, which is on my right. So I need to walk back. Oh, that is on my background. There is a tourist toothbrush. Toothbrush is used for tourists when they are touring. But imagine me, as I said, I love just to see what I'm doing. So I don't enjoy being, I always feel like, oh gosh, I should have gone to see what's happening. I don't like touring in a van or a bus, unless I'm going to the wild bushes, definitely to see wild animals. But in a town, I enjoy when I walk and get lost and get my way out and look out for. I only get a tour guide the initial days to show me, but after that I like doing it alone. Okay, there's something that speaks to my mind about signposts. You know, signposts, they tell you where you want to go. And if you don't obey, you will not know your direction. For example, where I am, this is a nice one. It has so many directions. And in a signpost, it's upon you according to where you're going. Like I came here, and I know I am just touring, so I'm trying to get all my locations. But if you look at this, you need to ask yourself, are you going to museum of birth at work, assembly rooms, building of birth museum? It's upon you. So every time I get at a crossroad, where we have signposts, I always ask myself, how can someone be going to a place if they don't know? Unless if you're touring and you're just there to get to know all the places. But you see how it's specific. If, for example, I want to go to the Roman Baths and Pump, and I decide to follow this other signpost that is saying Museum of Bath at Work, will I go to the same place that I want to? No. That is why signposts make you stop. Even in life, that is what happens. We have signposts in life that should stop us. We stop and ask ourselves, where am I going? Am I going in the right direction? And if you're not going in the right direction, you just need to stop, focus, or you go back to the crossroads, to where the signpost is and get your direction. If you didn't want to go to fashion museum and you find yourself, this is the direction you followed because the arrow tells you where to follow, for example, and you wanted to go to Museum of Bath at Work, you need to come here at the cross section. Come and find where Museum of Bath at Work is, and from the signpost, imagine it is direct opposite. That is the Museum at Work. So in life, we need to stop. If you're not moving in the right direction, not making the best decision, not having very good friends who are making you go the wrong way, maybe even not having a good career path, you can always stop and choose the career that you want, or go back to school. If it is about maybe your friends who are influencing you wrong, just like at the crossroads where you go to be shown direction by the signpost, you need to stop, ask yourself, are you having a good career path? Are you having good friends in your family? Are you a good influence? Are you a good mom? Are you a good dad? Stop, focus. Ask yourself, where are you doing mistakes? If it's your children, where are children? Maybe not making it in life. Could there's something that you're doing and you're making them not be able to get the right direction? Because actually our children, they learn more from what they see vis-a-vis what they hear. You might keep on telling them, oh, it's good to be kind. It's good to be polite to people. Are you polite yourself as a parent? Are you polite to your spouse? Are you polite to your children? Because if you're not polite to your children, the signpost that you're using is not of kindness. It's signpost of rudeness. So I'm still standing here at this part of signpost and asking myself, what kind of signpost do you want to? For example, if it's your work, what your career path, your profession, are you performing as expected? A story is told even of any kind of if you're a cook, for example, or you work in a hotel, you're a chef, or whatever you are, and you tell people that your food, you've put certain ingredients, including, you're serving them with, let me say, goat stew, very famous where I come from, and you've only put 2 pieces of goat with a lot of water. Is that goat stew? Go back to the crossroads. Ask yourself, are you a chef or a cook with integrity? So I'm still at the signpost, and what I'm saying is signposting in life is very important. We just need to stop at some point in life, and in this fast life, and sometimes a life that we feel like we just want to keep on justifying ourselves and claiming what we are doing is the best thing and what we believe in is the best thing. I've realized signposting helps usually to slow down. And as I said, even a career path, you might decide to just stop and change your career path if the career that you're doing is not bringing the very best in you. If you are a teacher, it's not bringing out the best in you. You just like a signpost, the way you need to change your direction if you think you're lost, you're coming from one and you need to go to the opposite direction. You can always make a career path change. If it is about family virtues, including faith, maybe you've been prayerful, you're no longer praying, just stop and start praying. start going to mosque. If you're a Muslim, start going to temple. If you're a Hindu, if you're a Christian, start going to church. Connect to your faith and what you believe in. If it is maybe even diet, it's signposted as well. If you think you've been overeating and putting on a lot of weight that you think it's causing you problems and feeling not so happy with yourself, all you need to do is signpost yourself, stop, check, and start eating healthy. Consult maybe a dietitian, nutritionist. Start knowing what are you taking and what you shouldn't take according to your body. Just like our signpost. Yeah, look at how complicated it is. And do you know, if you don't obey one of the signposts and you decide to follow the left and you wanted to go to the right, you will not, and you will never end to where you wanted unless you come back to the crossroad and be able to get your direction and be able to get onto where you're going. Gosh, where I am today, it's cold here. I'm just snuffy and feeling very cold, but I had to come out because I'm visiting and decided to come and do this and just to enjoy my being. All you need to do is dress warm, big jacket, a hat on, and enjoy the day. It's never a dull moment. So yeah, as I was saying, especially it's dawning on me on the parents' children, or even a teacher and students. If you're a teacher and you're teaching about how to be kind to one another, you're encouraging children. Imagine they'll be watching on you. How do you talk to them? How do you punish them? Because I know sometimes it happens. As a teacher, you need to be firm and maybe give some punishment. How are you giving? Are you giving with a rationale to help them realize where they went wrong and why you're putting them in naughty corner? As a parent, they're also watching you. What are you doing? You say you love each other, but do you love their mom? As a dad, as a mom, do you love their dad? How can they tell and even stand and say our parents love each other? How? Don't shout at one another, your brothers and sisters. But you as parents, you're always shouting at one another. When you're correcting each other, it's more of war. I don't know which wars you know. I don't know whether it's Vietnam War. I don't know whether it's which other wars do we know? Hutu Tutsi. Some of us from our countries, we have a lot of post-election violence, a lot of hatred. We have, oh gosh, the ongoing currently, the Ukraine war, which is quite sad. Or is it, parents, you're just disastrous like earthquakes, the way you bring each other down and tear each other down? Or do you correct with love? Do you rebuke with love? Do you love and submit and help the other person feel love? And that is what our children will be able to emulate. I remember when I was dealing with someone, with a girl, who was telling me how she started smoking was the mom would always send her for some cigarettes, and she used to go to, I think, a cheaper place on the high street and buy cheap one from her lunch money. And that's how she started smoking, because the mom could not even guess. The mom was sending her for cigarettes when she was below 13 years. And her, as a young girl, she started smoking. But because she couldn't smoke, she was still a child, and the mother, she knew the mother would not allow. She would go to the back street, I think back street, illegal kind of places, and the cigarettes were being sold like half price. So she would save on her lunch money and go and have the smoke. And by the time she was 16, she was really, really into it. It was so hard for her to stop. So we met when she is actually met this year, she is 27. And she was telling me, look at a habit that was cultured at 12 years. Now she's 27. She's trying to cut down the smoking. She's trying to vape. She's trying to take more water, chew gum. What I'm saying is, I like the way she told me. She said, when she's looking for her to be a parent, and one of the lessons that she took is she will do more of a role modeling to her children than telling them, because when now she can discuss with the mother how she started smoking, and the mother is so sorry because like she never even thought it was meaning so much, because she used to bring them up very well with the other siblings and tell them, don't smoke, don't drink. But because they used to see their mother and their dad doing that, they ended up coping. And now it becomes a habit that she's trying to wane off what I'm giving that example, with so many other examples, you've had even children, some of them drink, they say, oh, my dad used to drink, my mom used to drink. And they'll always tell you, oh, it's because my mom used to do that or my dad. So that is why as a parent, I feel we need to remind ourselves, or even as teachers, that our children are more interested in what they see other than vis-a-vis just what we tell them. Let's be good role models. If we think we've lost it, let's come back to the crossroad. Let's look on the signposts, in our life. Signposts being, are we loving? Are we exhibiting hatred? Are we able to be emulated? Are we timekeepers in what we do? Do we keep our word? Do we just waste food? Even in the house, do we just waste food? Or do we need to come back on the crossroad, come there, ask ourselves, which direction, where did I lose my direction, and come back to it. Wish you all the best, and I want to welcome you to subscribe to Karaoke Moments. This is my YouTube where we discuss life conversations, and we believe life is a journey, walking in it. Everything in our life, we need to just get our conversations and be real. That's what we discuss in Karaoke Moments. I welcome you to subscribe, like, comment, and turn on all your notifications so that you can be able to receive videos when we upload them. And cheers, share and share. Bye for now.